Hi everyone, welcome back to the series on building stress resiliency. I'm Jaime Session, a registered psychotherapist working in downtown Toronto. The purpose of creating these videos is to help you build awareness around the signs and symptoms of stress so you can catch them sooner and then start to put in the tools and techniques that you need to manage your stress more effectively. In the first episode of the series, we talked about what those signs and symptoms are of your stress. Today, I want to talk about what those effects are at the physiological level, at the psychological level, and also with respect to your performance within the work environment. So let's talk about just the physiological effects of stress and anxiety. Number one, you increase your susceptibility to infection. This also contributes to an elevated cholesterol. It increases your risk of physical injuries. It increases your high blood pressure, and it can contribute to insomnia. Okay, so that's the physiological effects. Now talking about psychological effects, we've already touched upon anxiety, depression, panic attacks. I'm seeing a lot more of self-medication, whether it's alcohol, drug abuse. It could show up in the form of food, gambling, or sex. So we want to make sure that we're looking out for this as well, because these are definitely indicators that our stress levels and our anxiety levels are getting too high. Okay. We also want to keep an eye out for a loss of self-esteem and self-control. Right? In this particular situation, there are so many elements out of our control, which is the basis of anxiety. It's an experience of feeling overwhelmed and out of control, right? So we want to create awareness around those signs and symptoms and effects so that we can build awareness and start really putting in these tools and techniques much sooner. Okay, and then the last one is work performance, right? So here's how it shows up with respect to work performance. Now, some people are still working within the office environment, and some people are already working remotely. Okay, but just a few things to keep in mind with respect to stress, anxiety, and work performance. So some of the markers we want to look out for those people who are still in the office. You want to look out for absenteeism. You want to look out for sick days, presenteeism, which is effectively being there and on the job, but not really engaged in the job, right? So they're there, but they're not really engaged and motivated with respect to their performance. We want to keep an eye out for reduced morale. We want to look at coworker conflict and an increase in accidents on the job. So there's a number of effects that can happen with increased stress and anxiety, and that's why we really need to make sure that we are putting in these tools and techniques to make sure that we are preventing and managing these more effectively. Okay, part of the work that I do is going into companies and offering this workshop in person where we can actually implement and practice these techniques together with obviously the current situation. A lot of my clients have requested that these workshops be online, which is absolutely fine. Happy to do it. And especially now more than ever, we need to offer our employees and our team members all the support and resources that they need to manage their stress and anxiety more effectively. So that wraps up for session 2. Hopefully you'll stay with me. Tomorrow we're going to dive deep into the top 10 tools for how to manage your stress more effectively. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you tomorrow.